Oh, Dad, you're allowed to talk as much as you want. All I'm going to say is because you're a little far away from the mic, you're going to just have to talk a little. You're going to have to pronounce out, and I have my headphones on. So it's going to be a little hard for me.
All done. Robo, there's something I need to show you.
Now I'm gonna be very. A lot of games like this tend to have an aspect where they have new things come out when you complete a major mission or do something. So I'm just gonna do a quick little run around, see if there's anything different here. It doesn't look like it except for the radio. Okay. Hello. What's this do?
I know that OCP can be a real pain in the ass, but this might change your mind a bit. We've been working behind the scenes on giving your sidearm the treatment it deserves. The Auto-9 can now be equipped with a motherboard. Once the motherboard is in, you'll be able to mount a number of processors on it. Each processor can vastly improve your aim, damage, or stability. See for yourself.
Auto-9 upgrades. Insert a chip into an empty slot on your motherboard. The chip have different types of connections and boost levels. Use them to power other system areas and upgrade your Auto-9. Avoid the red components, reducers, which reduce the weapon's stats. Okay. Each motherboard has different specialization, layout, and perks. Only one motherboard can be active at a time. Press L. Oh, interesting. So if I was to, for example, get up here, I get a 5% penalty to something. Down here, if I connect both of these from this path, I get this. Yes, this is an upgrade. Increase the gore. And then we got armor piercing and full auto mode. Okay. Power source, weapon damage. So what we would want to do is take one of, I think, because these different connection points here are what I can put in, which means I can put in this here, and it'll give me all my different options. Here, I want something that is a straight pass-through. So something, for example, like this 14 going here will give me the gore galore. Yes, and I did come up with that on the spot. I am slightly ashamed of myself. And if I put the 12 right here, we're good there. Then if I have one that does a 1 like this, we're good here. If I do a right and a bottom, if I have any right and bottoms, I got a left and bottom. I got a top and right. Got a left and right. It does not look like I have an option for that one right now, unless I am just completely and utterly blind, and that's quite possible. All right. Who wants more gore? I don't really need more gore, so I'm just gonna just put this here. I don't mind more gore, but honestly, it doesn't really add to a game unless it makes a lot of sense to add it into the game, like it's part of the lore, and I'm not really that interested in this particular aspect. If you guys have a different opinion, let me know, and I'll happily change that. Well, happily might be a different way of putting it. I'm actually curious. What does this do? It just does nothing. It's not lit up, so it doesn't work. But could I put this in here and work it? So if I was, for example, to do this. Oh, that works. Cool. And it, I did. I don't think there's any way to get away from the 5% if I go this way at all. But it's a 5% drop in armor piercing, I think. So, actually, no. Dad's right. It does a general 5% decrease. So I wonder if there's a way. I don't think there's a way to get around that, because the only way to get to this point would be to do that. So for example, if I was to go put, where was it? I just saw it. a... Where was the one that just had a top? You. If I put this here, it's not going to get me anything. If I put... Let's see here. If I just put you here, would this do it? That would work. Okay. I see how that works. So I would get a 5% total reduction if I put it here, and I'm not really that interested in auto mode. I was kind of interested in armor piercing. I can merge chips? Oh my goodness. Okay. You know what? I'm happy with that for right now. I'm going to spend some of my points here and just activate this all the way up. And we're going to exit. Call it good.
Be on the lookout. There's OCP tech in everything. You wouldn't believe how many useful processors can be salvaged from old devices. Okay, that's it from me. Becker wants to see you. He's taken over Reed's office. Say what you want about the man, but that takes guts.
Yes, and his guts might be all over the wall if he continues to take guts and have guts in that way. Just saying. Okay, time to exit this area. Is there anything in here? No, that was a rough pan. My apologies. Let's kind of continue this way. I'm assuming some of the officers are going to be upset with me.
Any news on Luis? Not yet, but she's been through worse. Don't think too much about it.
You know you're right. We should stay strong and focused, just like her.
I feel your hateful looks. Okay, going this way. What's this? Blue Brothers. Ramirez. Yo, Ramirez, I left your uniform in the locker with all the bullet holes nicely stitched up. Don't worry about it, though if I ever again hear you call me a knitting nana, you're going to be patrolling the streets in your underpants, Cap. You know, that's a good point. Learning sewing is a positive skill. Is there any more like lore or conversations around here? Nope, it doesn't look like it. All right, means I'm going to head this way. Anything going on over here? No. Anything to grab? Any new data points? You have... Well, he's asleep now. I'm sure a lot of police officers have taken a nice snooze at their desk. They work very hard. Thankless job.
Hey, Murphy, do you have a minute? It's about Lewis.
Did you say Lewis?
Yeah. Me and a bunch of guys decided to sign this get well card for her. I figured that you'd want to sign it as well.
A get well card?
Yeah, I know it's just that we want to let her know we're with her.
I am sure she will appreciate that.
Thanks, Murphy. I knew you'd understand. Actually, there are a few signatures that we still need. Could you ask them? I think I need a break. To start, Kowalski is hiding somewhere in the lobby.
Understood.
Okay, let's just track this. Oh, I already cracking it. Perfect. Scan results. Officer Kowalski, no match. No match for Officer Kowalski. Is it his that looks like him.
Oh,
you're the Poconos
I didn't
guy.
see you there, Murphy.
What are you doing here, officer?
Nothing much, just trying to collect my thoughts.
Would you sign the get well card for Lewis? I am supposed to get it signed and then pass it on to another officer.
Yeah, sure thing. That's a great idea. There you go. Signed. But could you pass it along to another officer? I think I'd like to stay here for a little bit longer.
No crying on the force is BS.
Understandable. Take your time.
Thanks, Murphy. Kurtz hasn't signed it yet. He was in the locker room last time I saw him.
Thank you for the direction. To the locker room! Why do I feel like he might be in the shower?
My heat signature recognizes that the water is cold. Is everything all right, Officer Kurtz?
Oh, you talking to me? Yeah, I guess I stayed here longer than I anticipated.
I have a card to sign. It is for Lewis.
I'd love to sign it, but I don't want to get it wet. Could you grab my towel for me? Yellow one. It should be by my locker.
Okay.
Okay. I will glab. Wrong direction. Let's just go this way. That is not yellow, but that might be it. Hi, I'm being stared at. Aha! The reason why my dad keeps on telling me to look up.
There you go.
Thanks. Just give me a minute.
Oh, it's him. I like that the characters are
signed.
coming up again.
I think that it's beautiful what you're doing.
You are shivering.
Yeah, I was lost in my thoughts. Didn't notice that I used up all the hot water.
Thinking about Lewis.
Yeah, but I can't imagine what you're thinking. She's your partner. Speaking of partner, I see that O'Neill hasn't signed a card yet. Be a good guy and get it to her, okay? She's at the range. She'll yell at me if she finds out there was a card for Lewis and she didn't get to sign it.
I will make sure that happens.
I actually saw her before that, but I think she's probably now at the range. Yeah, they're no longer here. So let us. Nope, wrong direction. This way. Speed. Downstairs. Round the corner.
Piece of shit.
Oh. Hello.
Is everything all right?
I think my service weapon ain't calibrated right.
I could perform a check for you.
Yeah. Okay. Give it a go.
Okay.
I guess you don't have any problems with it.
Now the concern is the calibration. If it's based on your skill, I am very concerned if you can't get more than 15 points of your safety out in a city like this. And as my dad said, she is also very upset, which is impacting her ability to be smooth. And I'm going to use all of your, almost all your ammo.
Your service weapon is calibrated correctly.
Yeah, I guess so.
What is the matter?
I can't lie. I wanted to come here and blow off some steam, but my hands are shaking thinking about Lewis.
Officer,
It's just that if it happened to you, it could have happened to any one of us. Lewis is one tough cookie. She'll pull through, I'm sure of it. But I'm not so sure I could say the same thing about my partner. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make it about me.
I struggle to
it
accept it.
is difficult.
Is there anything I can do for you?
You can sign this Get Well card for Lewis.
Sure thing. There you go. Almost everyone's already here. That says a lot about her impact on all of us. There's only one person missing, Sergeant Reed. He's in the garage.
Trying not to murder a person who stole his office. Probably. Okay, going this way.
Murphy, do you have a minute? I noticed you running around the precinct.
I am collecting signatures on a get well card for Lewis.
I know. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. I ride everyone hard, and they probably see me as a drill sergeant. And maybe they think that I do it because I don't care. But I do care for each and every one of you. And what I'm trying to say is that I'd like to sign that card, if you let me.
You are part of this family. You're the person that tries to keep us all making it back home by being hard on us.
We are a family. You should sign it.
Everyone's here already. Lewis, she made an impact. We've got to get the ones that did that to her.
That is my intention.
Right. Keep the card. She should get it from you. Thank you, Murphy.
Now my question is when is the item that she put in our car from the last mission going to play a part in what's going on? Now let's get to Sergeant Reed's office. Right there. Okay, that's just to close it. Quick, slow pan around. Okay. I'm about to get yelled at.
Thank you for this opportunity, Mr. Becker.
You are very determined. I must have seen your application like 20 times.
I assumed they were getting lost in the mail.
That didn't stop you, did it? You're persistent and capable, too. Highest marks on all the written tests. Pretty much an ideal candidate. Aside from the fact that you don't meet any of the physical requirements, that's actually remarkable. Short stuff.
Unfortunately, sir.
Why is being a cop so important to you?
My father was a police officer, and his father was one, too.
A police family, huh? It must be heartbreaking not to be able to continue a family tradition. You know, I have the power to look the other way and make you a cop despite your shortcomings. In exchange, I only ask for one thing. Your complete loyalty. And maybe a touch of gratitude as well.
Will I still get a badge? Like a proper police officer?
Badge? Oh yeah, sure.
Then Officer Washington is reporting for duty.
Good. There you go, young'un.
Is that blood?
We don't make a badge for every new officer. We just reassign the old ones after cops retire.
Or die.
RoboCop. I'm a big fan.
That's great, because you'll be spending a lot of time together.
Meaning?
Aside from his regular dispatch duty, Officer Washington will become your personal overseer.
Overseer?
Yes, you will report to me on his every action. Hopefully that will prevent him from continuing to tarnish his already murky reputation. His recent behavior casts a shadow on OCP, and we can't have that.
That's a lot of responsibility for a rookie.
Every other cop refused this post. But you won't. You wouldn't jeopardize your career, right?
No, sir.
I would like to proceed with my investigation, now that we know that the new guy is Wendell Antonowski.
Was he even listening to anything I've been saying? Absolutely fucking not. You're off the case. Actually, you're off all cases. There's a bunch of documents that need archiving in the records room. That's your priority now.
Understood.
Now go. I'll tell Achilles about what's what in this godforsaken place.
Kid?
It's Ulysses, sir.
Hey, first rule, kiddo, never question your superiors.
That's a very bad rule, you never to follow it. I have been relegated. I have come here to help.
Hi, Murphy. I was told you'd come to help me. This is exciting. I don't get many visitors here.
Okay, let's talk, Cecil.
What seems to be the problem?
Mr. Becker wants you to do some maintenance work, so, Please scan the servers, see if they're operating properly. I'm sure they are, but he insisted I found a job here for you. Yeah, I wish I had something more exciting for you to do, since for me, this is where all the action happens.
Explain.
With this wealth of information at your fingertips, this records room should be a real hotbed of activity. Others don't seem to know how fun it is to dig through all this stuff. You can play a real-life detective here.
Officer Cecil, you are a detective.
Yeah, but mostly just a paper pusher.
So, if one wanted to find out the whereabouts of a particular criminal, what would one do?
That's easy. Just check the computer in the back. Type in who you're looking for and see if there are any matches. Just remember to scan the servers at some point. Mr. Becker will blow his top if I don't make sure you checked him.
Now, what's funny is my dad was pointing at me as this guy said what he would love to do for a living, because this is what I do for a living, data analytics. And he was laughing.
Working perfectly.
Love that they're actually trying to make it kind of
good as new.
All right.
Perfect working condition.
Guy cares about his job if all these are in perfect working condition.
I am detecting a malfunction.
Huh? Malfunction? That doesn't seem right.
This server is compromised.
Good thing you noticed it. It could lead to the loss of important data. I'll make sure Mr. Becker knows what a tremendous job you did here.
Why, thank you, Cecil.
I'm telling you, this is incredible. Just type in your search.
Okay, voice print, sex. Okay, alias ID. So select. Data maintenance server unavailable. Data maintenance service unavailable. Voice print, data maintenance service unavailable. Iris ID, data maintenance service unavailable. Well, we can do some case files. Search.
He's never been charged? Well, that's hard to believe. There's a neat feature you can try. See who attempted to access his file before you did. Maybe that'll help us.
I typed in Briggs.
Officer Briggs.
Briggs? That must be the last lead that he checked before going missing. So his case led him to the Street Vultures territory?
I guess I know where I'm going.
Maybe those two cases are connected after all. I'll have to report this to Sergeant Reed.
And I am on my way.
There's nothing I can say to stop you, is there?
No.
Well, then instead I'll say, go kick ass for Lewis.
I like you, Cecil. I can't stop you, can I? Nope. Then coke they're blank. Hard.
We need to be on guard. OCP is trying to smuggle more of their staff into our ranks.
You're right. We can't trust them. God knows what sort of people they are.
Let's stay sharp and smoke them out.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Alright, I'm supposed to leave the precinct, but I think, can I talk to you first? Okay. Now let's, wrong side. And leave the police station. Yes, I want to leave the area.
Ah, RoboCop. I was looking everywhere for you. I wanted to say that this is an incredible honor for me. But, you know, I get the feeling you don't see eye to eye with Mr. Becker. Yet, despite the position I'm in, I'll do my best to assist you in any way I can. So, what are you doing here?
I am going to Highland Park.
Isn't that Street Vulture's turf?
That is where the lead took Briggs. It could be connected to Wendell.
Oh, man. That's exactly what Mr. Becker told me you shouldn't do. It's my duty to stop you. Is it even safe for you to go? I mean, think of yourself. You keep malfunctioning, right? What if something happens again?
Hey, Murphy, I found this on the back seat of your cruiser. It's for you.
I can't let you go. Is there some sort of a command for that? RoboCop, off. RoboCop, stay.
It's never been reassigned.
Hey, all cops have to follow rules. Especially you. You're a cop and a machine, so you can't go. Your systems won't allow it. Right?
Wrong.
RoboCop?
Either get in or get out of the way.
RoboCop? Don't do this to me. Not on my first day.
Yeah. Saw that coming.
I know you're listening. There is still time to stop and turn back. The street vultures are territorial and vicious. You wouldn't want to be caught on their turf, especially by their leader, Spike. You know, I'm reading that he's known to be exceptionally savage. Apparently none of his enemies got out of Highland Park alive.
I think we just found him.
I will be the first.
I'm gonna get fired.
Oh yeah, both from the movies and everything else. It's gonna be. I'm liking how they're actually kind of changing up the story, but overall, I think they're gonna keep to the classic as much as they can. It seems, at least in the end.
Finding a missing police officer there will be like looking for a needle in a haystack. I'm looking at the map of this place and it's huge. There's no way you can investigate without being noticed. Street vultures are the biggest gang in Detroit.
I have a large supply of bullets.
All right, everyone. Thank you so very much for watching. I think this is where we're going to end it. It's kind of getting late here, and I gotta put my dad to bed. You guys have a great day. Like, subscribe, and comment as you will.